Welcome back to my channel. I want to use this beautiful lace material to make Igbo blouse. So stay tuned, subscribe and watch out how I will make use of it. This is a doll face that I will use as lining, and this is the cord, and this is organza that I will use for the sleeve. Stay tuned and watch out. So first of all, I have to draft the basic Igbo blouse on paper before I will cut it out, then use it and cut this. So first of all, I have to know the horizontal measurement that you are working with. I'm going to know the bust measurement, which I'm working with bust 46. If I divide it by 4, it will give me 11.5. Waist 42, which will give me 10.5. Hip 48, which will give me, I'll divide it by 4, it will give me 12. Then the next is the under bust, which is important, which is 40. If I divide it by 4, it will give me 10. So that is the most important measurement. Then the shoulder is 17 inches. If I divide it by 2, it will give me what? 8.5. Then another important measurement is the nipple to nipple, which is 9. Divided by 2, it will give me 4.5. So we are going to place our horizontal measurements now to start it. So this is what you are working with, bust, waist. You are going to work with. Okay. So we place our horizontal measurements. Our nipple to bust point is 10.5, which is here. You line in. This is for horizontal measurement. That is the bust point. Then the under bust measurements, I'm using 15. I'm using 15 because she somehow bust it. 15. Then the waist measurement. The waist is 17 inches. You mark it out. This is 17 inches. Then the length of the blouse, I'm working with length. The length I'm working with is 27. Okay. Then the down should be the hip measurements. That is for the length, which the hip measurement. That is where I will place it. Then we come to the neckline. We mark out the shoulder measurement, which is 8.5, which is here. You mark your 8.5. Okay. You place underline it. You line. You place your horizontal shoulder sloping, 1 inch for shoulder sloping. Okay. Then the depth of the shoulder I'm working with is almost 9. Okay. That is kind of how I want the neck to look like. So I'll come to that. So this is my under bust that. This is for bust that. 1 inch for bust dart. You place your my bust measurement. I place my bust measurement 12 points, which is 12.5, 11.5. Place it. Then the under bust measurement I'm working with is 40. The waist measurement I'm working with is 42, which is 10.5. You give it a slight, you curve it. Then the hip measurement, place your hip measurement too. Place your hip measurement. Then you connect it. Connect your hip measurement. Okay. You place your under bust darts. You come in by 2 inches. Then 1 inch is here, which will give me 3. Use your curve ruler and connect it. Connect it like so. Then princess that I came down by 2.5 inches under the princess that bust here. 2.5. Then I connect it to the this 2.5 inches. Okay. Then come down by, I came down by 1.5 inch here for that contouring. Remove the bulge net from your, so I'll use my curve ruler and curve it. Give it a nice curve. You connect it to the hip. Okay, so here is your, remember how we get here. This is nipple to nipple measurement, which I measured 4 inches. That is how we arrived here, 4 inches. Then the neckline, just check, like, I don't know, look at the neckline, how I want it to shape it. The deepness, neck depth is I've used 7.5. So I connect it like so. This is how I want it to look, come out. It's not like a circular neckline. Can you see it? Okay. This is for the neck. This is how the neck will look like. Then on your armhole, you place the armhole measurement. I came up by 1.5 because that is what I took away from there. I use my armhole curve and curve it, my French curve, and curve it. Okay, so this is for the front neck, the front of our Igbo blouse that I'm trying to make. Then we come to the back. It's just as simple as that too. You place your horizontal measurement I'm working with 9 inches. This is 9 inches. For armhole horizontal measurement. Then the waistline. The waistline, which I use 17. This is 17. Then the next is the hip. So I placed my armhole. I bust here. This is for my bust. I place my waist measurement, which is 42 here. Then the hip measurements from here, which is, then I will connect it. Okay, I'll connect it like so. Then I'll take my dart, my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4.5. I'll take it like so. I'll connect it 4.5. Remember to always shape your zipper allowance. So this is my zipper allowance. Okay, I'll connect my dart to the waist. Because this is Igbo blouse, it's not half cord, half length I'm working with. I'm working with like hip measurement to hip. So I have to connect it to get a nice curve. So under the zipper allowance, I'll come in by half an inch on the waist dart. Connect it like so. Connect it like so. Then connect the from the waist dart. I'll connect it to the hip. I'll connect it to the hip. This is for the. I'll come to the. Okay, I want the dart. I want it to be like princess dart. So I'll just connect it to. Use my curve ruler, connect it. You have that to not gap here. Okay. Then the neckline I'm working with is the neck depth is 4 inches. I'll connect it to the shoulder. I'll connect it to the shoulder. I can make it 5 if you want, but I want it to be 4 inches. So the neckline depth I'm working with is 8.5, which you know. The neck shoulder I'm working with is 8.5. The shoulder I'm working with is 8.5. Which we are working. So I'll connect it. Just the same thing to the back. Connect it to the shoulder, to the armhole, to your armhole curve. Okay. Then you slope your shoulder by 1.5 and give it a straight line. This is a straight line. Then add, so you see, you add half inch seam allowance after connecting it. Half inch seam allowance that I use and join the fabric. Okay, you connect it like so. Can you see it? This is for the back. You can decide to add your zipper allowance, or you can leave it while cutting the fabric. You connect it. You connect it to the. I use 1 inch. for zipper allowance. Use 1 inch for the zipper allowance. Can you see it? If you have any question, please do ask on the comment section for me to clarify you if you're having issues with anything at all drafting Igbo blouse. So under the waist, you can decide to come up by 2 inches and shape it just for it to have a nice curve. You can use your French curve and connect it to the hip, like so, like this. Can you see that? You do send to the front, come up by 2 inches. Use your French curve and give it a nice curve. Okay, set it so that to give you what you want. Can you see? So this is my neckline. Look at the neckline. It's like kind of circular. Come here, enter. Okay, this is for the neckline. The next thing now is for me to cut it out. Place it on my fabric. This is my, place it on it and cut out both the fronts and the back. I'll use my scissors and cut it out now and show you how it looks. Okay, let me start from the front. This is the center front. I'll place it on fold. Please, while cutting it on your fabric, make sure you place it on fold. You place it on fold so that you get what you want. This is the neck. Okay. Okay. Cut it like so. Okay. Cut out like so. Okay, forgot to add my 1 inch seam allowance here. So let me add it now. 1 inch here, 1 inch here, half inch, sorry, half inch. Connect it. This is half inch for seam allowance for the shoulder. And that so that will not make mistake. Can you see that? So this is for the front. Please, before you cut this, cut it open and close the border. Close the balls that. Close the balls that, please, before you place it. Before you place it on your fabric, close the balls that. Okay, like so. You cut out this. So this is for the front. You cut out the back. This is for the back. Okay. This is the armhole. Cut this out. It doesn't want it to have a bulge. That is why I'm cutting it out. I want it to sit well on the body. To sit well. So this is for the back unfold, and this is for the zipper allowance. Can you see that? I'll place it on my fabric and cut it out so that you see how beautiful this gown will be. So this is the blouse. See how beautiful it looks. Can you see it? This is my Igbo Madam blouse. Can you see it? Unlock your wrapper, your skirts. Can you see it? How beautiful it is. Can you see the curve? Can you see how beautiful the Madam blouse looks like? Have you seen the beautiful? Can you see the beautiful sleeve? Can you see it? The beautiful sleeve. This is how beautiful the blouse is. Can you see? So beautiful. You can rock it with your two wrapper. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, share, comment. Okay.